stocks in news. For that, let's go to our researchers, Megha and Yatin. Megha, you go first as always with the list of large cap stocks.
Well, Nikunj, very good morning, and look out for ONGC. Some action expected in the counter today after a stellar set of numbers on Saturday. The company has announced a big oil discovery in the western coast there. This will be the third largest oil field in the western coast after ONGC's discovery there, and this discovery will help the company increase its peak output production from 36,000 barrels per day to 60,000 barrels per day. It is a huge and a very significant one coming in for ONGC. If you look at the counter there, technically it's made a golden crossover where 50-day moving average has crossed the 200-day moving average, forming higher bottoms there. So let's see what happens with the counter today. Also look out for DLF. The company has finally sold its 70.5 acre of land plot to Lodha developers for 2,750 crores there. Remember, they had bought this land 7 years ago for an amount of close to 700 crores there. So a good 2,500 kind of a profit being made by the company. The money essentially would be used to pay down the huge amount of debt on the company's books. It is a positive for the counter. If you look at DLF there, it's cracked close to 3% in the last 3 days. We might expect a bit of up move coming in for DLF as we open for trade. Also look out for Dhanlaxmi, and they have decided to move the generic, the production of generic drug plant to Mohali there. The production also includes a shift in the production of their generic drug Lipitor. So let's see how the market reacts to this one. Also, the company has filed an application to launch a generic version for blockbuster drugs. So a lot of developments happening for Dhanlaxmi. If you look at the counter, it's trading below its 50 and 100-day moving average, has lost close to 6% in the last 2 days.
Okay, and Yatin, how about the list of small and mid caps in focus?
Good morning, Aisha. You know, Dhanlaxmi Bank is one stock which is in news, and there has been a serious news report coming in on the counter. What the news report is indicating that the auditors of the company have resigned apparently, and they will only continue till the annual general meeting is complete. Now the auditors of the company have been seriously alleging on the company's management that there has been some issues as far as the quarterly earnings are concerned. The quarterly earnings are not satisfactory as far as the reporting standards are concerned, and if you see, the auditors have pointed out one important point, that the yields on advances have risen by nearly 200 basis points on a quarter-on-quarter basis, and this is what the auditors cannot digest. There are other adjustments also on the balance sheet wherein the auditors have found some bit of flaw, and this could be very important for a bank like Dhanlaxmi Bank, which is trading far below valuation in terms of book value, almost 0.6 times the book value. So clearly there is some bit of issue as far as the corporate governance is concerned, and the stock has cracked nearly 17.5% on a 1 month basis. So, a serious allegations coming in from the auditors. However, the company management has declined to comment on this and say all such kind of reports are untrue. However, we'll just look at the stock reaction, how it opens in trade today. Also, we have defense major BEL, which is Bharat Electronic, which has been trying to strike a joint venture between a French company, Thales. Now this joint venture will entail manufacturing of radars for domestic aviation industry as well as the military agencies. The company would invest a sum of nearly 45 crores into this joint venture for a 74% stake, and this JV is still awaiting the government security clearances as well as the foreign direct investment promotion board clearances, after which this particular joint venture will be there. The company is expecting significant revenues to come in from this particular joint venture. However, the stock is trading near its 52-week low after posting operational losses during the quarter gone by. So we'll keep an eye on both of these stocks today.